What is the Uber of your industry? How is your industry being Uberized? I don't think I've been to a conference in the last 12 months where a question like that hasn't been asked. It is the question to ask these days, and because of that, it's becoming a bit of a cliche. And I agree it's a cliche, except that I think it's the greatest question being asked at the moment, and I don't think we've gone anywhere near far enough answering this question. You see, most people, when they ask the question, what is the Uber of your industry, are essentially asking, what is the potential for somebody or something to come into your industry to disrupt your industry? Uber has disrupted the taxi industry in remarkable ways and has caused chaos and protests and responses all around the world. And so it is a great example and case study of how disruption can come very quickly, very suddenly, and out of left field into your industry. It's the question that Ford could have been asking when they started to look at Google. Google were their competition for driverless cars, not Mercedes or BMW or Audi. It's the question that Hilton and Marriott could have asked when they first saw Airbnb. Why would a home with a spare bedroom and literally a blow-up mattress be competition for a global hotel chain? And yet here we are today with Airbnb. And so the list goes on. We have these great examples of innovation and disruption in business. But if that's all you think is going on, then you really haven't understood the question, what is the Uber of your industry? You see, Uber don't just want to come in and disrupt the taxi industry. They want to disrupt the entire car industry. Let me explain how this is going to work. So we know driverless cars are coming, definitely coming. Within a few years, they're going to be legal. And by the way, only a few years after that, they're going to be compulsory. Because if every car in a system is driverless, then every car can speak to every other car, and the whole system will be a lot more efficient, a lot safer, and we're actually going to want to get people to stop driving as soon as we possibly can once driverless cars are here. But think about this. You drive to work. You've probably driven to work. Your car's parked somewhere right now doing absolutely nothing. Wouldn't it be better if your driverless car could get out of the parking lot and spend the day today being a little bit productive? You know, get into the Uber system, make some money for you instead of just sitting in the parking garage. And then at the end of the day, when you're ready to go home from work, you just make sure that your car's there to pick you up and takes you home. That's a much cleverer use of our cars. But as soon as we understand that your car can drive you to work and then be busy for the day and then be back to drive you home, well, why does it have to be your car that's back and ready to drive you home? Surely then it can be any car. The closest available car picks you up in the morning and takes you to work, and the closest available car takes you home. And if your car has then made some money in the system, that whole thing can cost you nothing. So there's no extra cost to you in the system. As soon as cars become driverless, they will also become shared. And that's what Uber actually wants to do. They don't want to take over the taxi industry. They want to take over every single car on the planet. In fact, Uber have a standing order in for any company that can give them driverless cars, they'll buy as many as can be produced, because Uber wants all of the cars. So when we ask the question, what is the Uber of your industry? We're asking a massive question. We're asking a question which says, what is the thing that can shift your entire industry? You've probably been thinking that there's an Uber-type disruption for one of your products, one of your channels, one of your markets. Actually, Uber is a platform play. It changes the very foundation of what we believe about cars and car ownership and travel. What is the Uber of your industry? What is the platform play that could change everything? This is a question that is almost impossible for people inside an industry to answer for themselves. You probably need some help, somebody outside your industry, somebody who can come with a different way of thinking to help you conceptualize, brainstorm, think about how your industry could be changed and changed completely. This change will be driven by technology shifts. It will be driven by changes in institutional structures, by changes in the rules for success and failure in your business. It will also, and maybe most importantly, be changed by the expectations and the values of the people in your industry, both staff and customers. And it will be changed by a changing world. That's what we do at Tomorrow Today. We understand and make sense of that changing world. And we can help make sense of your future and help you to see how your industry could be Uberized. It's a cliche question. It's a question which some people are only asking in a small way. But it is, in fact, the very best question you could ask now. We'd love to help you to find an answer.